everyone, my name is Dewi and this is my brother.
Oh,
And today we're here to talk about Liverpool ComicCon that we attended yesterday and our experience going there.
Yes. So, obviously this is the first time we have been to a Liverpool ComicCon.
Yeah, and it was massive.
Yes, it was massive. We've been to
Newport
ComicCon a few times.
Yep, and we've also been to Telford.
Yes, so this is our first time going to Liverpool ComicCon.
Yeah.
Which is the second biggest Comic-Con in the UK,
yes.
Right? So, I guess we'll just talk about the size of the venue.
Yeah, we'll go from like our experiences. So, in terms of the actual size of it, it was massive.
Yeah, it was three big arenas.
Yes.
You
had the stall area.
Yes.
That was shared with the autographs and the signing booths and stuff like that. And all the stalls were amazing and wonderful. The whole thing was it was actually insanely how big it was, to be fair. Then you had a connected bridge, not bridge. Oh, there was a bridge that connected to it. So a second arena that had all the props inside of it. And it was massive because you also had a stage there that also showed cosplay competitions and interviews with some of the actors and voice actors.
So that was very cool. And then
you also had an upstairs with the gaming area, the retro gaming area.
Oh yeah, that was.
And there was an outdoor
cool.
area as well because we were talking about axe throwing as well.
And paintballing. Airsoft, sorry.
Yeah.
So, because I could hear the guns firing from the airsoft.
Yeah, when we were having lunch. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it was. So the traders that were there were absolutely loads of them.
Yes.
So there were weapon merchants, there were costume merchants, there were what are they called? A sign that neon signs. There were Funko Pops. There were Lego stands.
Yeah, because obviously for the Comic-Con I was going as Doctor Doom and you were going as Daredevil in his original outfit.
Yeah.
And one of the stalls, one of the neon ones that you just mentioned, actually stopped to take a photo with me.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
I did see one of them that actually said Vice City on, and I was I saw a reference to Grand Theft Auto Vice City, so
really?
I did like that, yeah.
Because I did see one of the stalls was selling pin badges, and one of them was a GTA one.
Oh, was it? No.
Yeah. There are also quite a few that were selling those 3D
This is the thing, right? This is the difference. I love playing Daredevil, but when you have that black mask on, it's hard. I mean, I can see, but I just harder to see, so I couldn't see as much as I was. I'd have to keep peeping up through the
There were
mask.
Also quite a few stores that were selling those 3D printed things.
Yes.
There was one that was selling Spyro, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, you brought that up to me. I was like, yeah, you had a manufacturer Spyro's head that was connected to a dragon's back.
Part of me did actually want to get that, but by the time I'd thought about that, we were leaving. So
yeah, because our system is we always have a little run through the stalls before we actually get anything, because we always want to save getting anything till the very end.
Yes.
Because you don't want to keep carrying it all day long when you're cosplaying, keep going backwards and forwards to the car all the time. That's just the sort of method we'd like to run with.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that's, going to go out really fast, in which case, get it now before it, runs out.
So
you also had, there were amazing things that were there. We also had, there was a Spider-Man mask with articulated eyes.
Oh, yes. So you had a Spider-Man mask, and if you had a ring, and when you pressed the buttons, it articulated the eyes.
Yeah.
And you had the Frostmourne.
Yes, the weapon stall that were there. They usually always go to the ones we always go to, Telford and Newport.
Yeah.
One. I can't remember the company was called. Just Weapon Stall, I think, or something like that. And they had, mounted on the back of the wall, they had the Leviathan axe from God of War, different versions of them. The upgraded one and the base one. Frostmourne, Witcher swords, katanas, even ones from Star Trek, from Klingons, the ones that they use and stuff like that.
So we did get both of them, but they're saving for Christmas.
Yes, the Spider-Man mask and the Frostmourne sword.
I'm pretty sure we did get some others, didn't we? We did
get. Yeah, I think we got some. We got something, a few bits and bobs at that time.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Didn't you get Wolverine claws or something?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, these are real.
Wow.
So
pointy. They fit on really well, though.
Yeah,
don't
they do actually. Yeah, this is how you actually
And these are the Edith glasses from one of the first.
Those are actually really cool because you actually had two versions of them.
You had the blue one that was actually Pizza One Far From Home, and then you had the red one that was more like what RDJ wore when he came out as Doctor Doom. So I went for that one. But I think the Wolverine claws, are amazing because they really do fit your hand.
Yeah, they do actually. I mean, if you try and
like,
I mean, to be fair, you
like, I
can
mean,
pretty
they
much...
do kind of fit, but they don't fit as well. Like, they're definitely for an adult hand. I feel like if they were more akin to X-23, then they could fit on.
The thing is, we saw you pointed them out and installed them. The thing is, they're not even like foam. They're actually more harder.
They're
than
like
that.
plastic.
Yeah, they're like a hard plastic.
So not exactly metal then.
No, absolutely, God, no. Can you imagine like real metal claws?
Yeah.
I'd never want to take them off. Glue them straight to my hand. So no, the stalls were great.
There was even
a photo stall.
Yes, from what were they?
Dr. Bell's was the company that did this.
And they actually did like a blue screen thing.
Yes.
And they took a photo of me as Dr. Doom.
Of Dr. Doom. Do you want to show?
Yeah, let me just try to angle.
Yeah, because the lighting on the camera, so it might not be...
It's not the best view in the world, but I think you guys can kind of see it. So
the idea is when we went there, they told us like the options because you can have it like digitally printed or you can have it like this, stuff like that.
So we had it printed
off. And they also give you 15 backgrounds to choose from. And you have your photo taken in the pose that you sort of want to go for. Then you go to the other person and then they design in the background.
Yes.
And you go there
and
to the sliders.
There was a castle one that was like Hogwarts Castle.
Yeah. I bought myself Dr. Doom's castle.
That one that we just showed now beat to like all the rubble and destruction. Because I felt that looked a bit more realistic than the castle, which kind of looked like something that would be generated by AI.
Yeah.
And plus, it just kind of looked more epic. I mean...
It's just, I think, you know what it was? It's just that the first one he showed was the castle, and I was like, oh my God, there it is right there. And it's like, you're there in Latveria with your castle and stuff like that. It just seemed to fit. So, and that's why you said you're going to have to narrow down those two options, and you chose that one. Yeah. I was like, fair enough.
So, yeah, the traders were really good.
The cosplayers. So, yeah, the traders were fantastic. There was loads of traders. Yeah, the cosplayers were...
something else.
Mind-blowing.
Some of them were really, really
we
good.
could go on the list, but like there were some very unique ones there, like 40k Warhammer Space Marines that I noticed as well. They weren't just human size; they were proper full-on scale size, like in terms of
like it towered over the entire crowd. That one.
Yeah, you literally did. You had like Transformer suits as well that people actually managed to get all the movements.
I actually seen quite a few of them.
Yeah.
No Darth Vaders though, which was refreshing.
Yeah.
But I have noticed this pattern of all the Comic Cons we go to usually have a Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, Scarlet Witches. There was a couple of Scarlet Witches. There was a couple of Gamoras. There was 2 Gamoras.
Yes.
There was a Yondu.
Oh yeah, and he did a really good impression.
Yeah,
of
he did literally said, didn't he, Mary Poppins, y'all. Yeah, that was brilliant.
And he actually had an umbrella.
The umbrella to actually do it. Is he cool?
So, and then, how can we forget this one? The Fisk cosplay.
Yes.
That was really
We saw him actually because it was outside because we knew he was going there.
And we were trying to find him.
We were trying to find him.
And
Dr. Doom. Which we did. You did. Well, it was a different one.
It was a different... So we didn't find that Dr. Doom, but I think we found one that was even better.
Yeah, because I liked the fur around the neck.
Yeah, it was like...
like a royalty Doom.
Yeah, it was the more
you
modernised...
You couldn't be any more arrogant. You just,
it was the more modernised version of the character and how mechanical the
armor
that
was really good. But he had the mask from like the
Young Griffith movies.
Yes. Oh, Fantastic Four.
And then obviously Fisk. He
the
looked
white
like...
suit, the cane. He even had the cigar, in between his fingers,
It reminded me of the Fisk from 90 Spider-Man with like the purple shirt underneath the white jacket.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we should have asked him to do? Say Smythe. Smythe! From the 90s.
Oh, yeah, we should have.
This is just running joke.
But it's fine. We did get a picture of you fighting him.
Yes, and then you with the other Doom with your fists up in the air as if you're ready to conquer the world.
So... those cosplays were some of the standout ones, alongside at least for me.
We had a lot of Winter Soldiers, but then again, that kind of brings us into our next category, which was like the guests that were there. And so because of that, you had like Sebastian Stan, who plays the Winter Soldier in Marvel. So you had a lot of people dressing up as, the Winter Soldier.
But
And they were fantastic. So you had the
unfortunately,
whole arm and stuff.
we couldn't get Sebastian Stan.
No.
So we went for Peggy.
Yes, we did see
Dogpool.
Peggy, who was very nice.
Yeah, very cute. Even
yeah.
if we didn't get much time to actually.
No. But at
See
the
her.
end of the day, it's still a dog. It's not like an actual person you can interact with, and you have to be respectful of her little time.
There was even in that crowd. There was a kid with an Agent Venom costume.
Yes, there was. You had a good chat, didn't you?
Yeah, and his sister with the Batgirl.
Yeah, Batgirl. Yeah.
So we both had a conversation with each of them. They were actually.
Yeah, and then we were having a conversation with each other, talking about games, movies, shows, the future of like DC as well as Marvel.
Yeah.
Because she represented DC,
yes.
with, Batgirl.
And the costumes were actually really impressive there.
Yes,
there's
they
even
were
a
good.
bendy one.
Yes,
And
we saw
the
that
last one,
as we were leaving.
And there was a bendy one. I was like, oh, we got to get a photo of that because it was like the waistcoat bendy from Dark Revival. So, anyway. So, no, I think that Peggy was really cute. It was,
she was really small. She was really tiny,
Yeah, she's like really tiny.
But like, in the camera, I'm not saying, she's massive, when you see her on, film.
No, but
she's really,
she's
small.
really, like...
She just looks so innocent and, weakish, just frail. You just want to, protect her.
It's mean that they have an ugliest dog of Britain.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the UK,
but I tell you what,
award.
though, her fame has skyrocketed for, Deadpool.
Yeah, I think she's now probably the most famous dog in the world
yeah, exactly.
now.
So, it was nice seeing Dogpool, Sebastian Stan was there. And you had like a lot of people from Baldur's Gate, voice actors from that game being there as well.
And also, Miles Morales was there?
Yes, from the game. Just so, because there's different voice actors for Miles Morales, like the show, the movies or the game, and this was the one from the game, from PS4 and PS5.
Now, obviously, we didn't meet him. However, if they had Yuri Lowenthal there...
Yes.
Or even the actor for, like, Craven.
Oh, my God. If you had Craven. Oh, that
you would have had
sick.
to have gone with Craven then.
Yeah, I know. I would have gone with Craven, obviously. I mean...
Yeah.
But no, that was actually incredible, that he was there as well. I think maybe in the future, like, if, he does come back to another ComicCon and he's there.
Yeah, we should probably meet him.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he still does a good job.
Yes. And then food, right?
Yeah, food. I mean, the food was reasonably priced. I think a few people.
we didn't have any of it, but
no, because the thing is, we did bring our own lunch instead. Because we were like warned that the food was like very pricey, but it was actually very reasonable what they were charging there. I didn't think they were. I think we all agreed they wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be.
Not as bad. Though obviously I didn't really care about the food.
No, because
you bring our own.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is it. But because
even if it was like, I don't know, £1,000 or something. Well, we have our own.
Oh yeah, well, it's not going to be that.
Well, no, it's not going to be that, but no, the food was seemed okay.
So the next thing, I mean, that was just a little thing just to bring up there, but no, the food was reasonably priced. Next thing would be then the props.
Oh yes.
So the props were separated in another building. So this was like I can't remember the name of the building, but it was in a separate building. It was a massive arena. Because as you entered it in like a one-way system that they had, you had this like all these chairs looking down around you, so you could take a break.
Yeah, that's where we had the cosplay competition thing.
Yes, because they had a separate side. We had these chairs looking at a stage for cosplay competitions and interviews with actors and voice actors.
And
you saw things like the TARDIS.
Yes, the
throne
Transformers.
The throne chair from
Palpatine's throne.
That you sat on because it sort of went for the Doom-esque theme. A massive spider. Harry Potter's hat with, I can't remember his name. Hagrid, that's the one. There was a lot of other things as well. There was definitely a lot of cars there as well.
Yeah.
Different versions of cars and stuff. But that's actually where we saw the Space Marine, and actually thinking about it, what you pointed out in one of the stalls now, and I'm not going to lie, I did like the look of it when you told me.
Was the Helldiver. The Helldiver.
Well, actually, that as well. That was on the same stall, but what I saw, there was actually two separate stalls that had these helmets, because you saw Mandalorian ones and stuff there as well. But there was the one that you pointed out, the Helldiver. You also had a Daredevil one, the one with the horns, the red one.
Oh.
And you also had a Space Marine one there, but it was black. I can't remember the name of that faction. But there was another one, and I recognized that one. It was blue. It was Ultramarine, because you had like the red stripe, and that's from like Space Marine 1 and 2 and stuff. And there they are. I know that doesn't mean as much to you.
Well, no, but
no, it was really cool seeing those helmets, because they're like proper massive, like, you know, it's how a Space Marine should be.
yeah.
It was easy to navigate, I thought, between all the buildings.
Well, yeah, between the buildings, but near the end it got really...
Yeah, because when we got there, it was like really early in the morning. So when we literally got to the queue, we thought this queue's going to be massive, but they were already letting people in. So it was actually, went straight in there.
It was quite short.
And as soon as we went in there, into the building, what was the first thing that was being played?
Oh, yeah, Agatha,
yeah,
the Witch's Road.
Ring down the Witch's Road. Yeah,
and then the Avengers theme.
Yeah, like a metallic version, because there's someone like on an metal guitar that was playing it.
Yeah.
So that was quite cool. No, it was amazing, easy to navigate. Massive cosplay. Like the cosplay was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
No, I mean, I guess we can give our overall thoughts now on whether it was good or not.
Yeah.
Which I think is like the main question.
So comparing it to like sort of other Comic-Cons, would you say this is then the best one you've been to, or the worst one you've been to?
I would say it's probably overall been the best one.
I would
for the
say,
amount of stuff.
Yeah, I think, yes, I'd have to agree. I think we had this agreement where I think the reason why we liked Telford is because we met Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
And the guy was such a chill dude in that one, and, you know, had a proper conversation with him and stuff like that, you know, and you know, don't get me wrong, it was still a nice meeting Dogpool. I think it would have been even more so if you managed to get tickets for Sebastian Stan, but obviously, you know, they all sold out because literally, you know, everyone wanted to see him. Although we did hear, actually, that he did come out into the crowd and started just talking to everyone, you know, and just wanted to just see what everyone was doing, which is cool.
Yeah.
So I thought that was nice.
So, overall, out of 10, what would you give it then?
It was the first one going to Liverpool. I think it's kind of tough because I mean, I don't know like what's been on like previous years. I'm just going to go off and say I'm going to give it probably an 8. I think the reason being is I think the extra like points would probably been if we managed to get like tickets and stuff like that. And it was kind of overwhelming, and sometimes in the queue lines, yes, they were moving quite fast and it was sort of organised, but there were other things as well that they didn't tell you about, like the whole picture thing like that. Remember when we got to the thing, they didn't tell you, because sometimes when we've had pictures taken, we've had to print them out on like your
and then when we had the pictures of Peggy, it was like literally just on your phone.
Yeah, but there was no like sign on that, so it's like gone.
You know, when they first said that, I thought they just wanted you to take a selfie with Peggy.
No, they wanted to have the phone, and that was
fine.
That
actually reminds me, when we were going to the second building, there was some guy that just walked up to me and was like, "Oh, hi, can I take a photo of you?" And I was like, "Okay," just took a photo of me. Don't know what the point of that was, but there we are.
No, but it was like as soon as after a couple of hours, it started to get really busy in there. And I mean, you know, we did expect that we did.
I'm just happy it got really busy as we were leaving, so that way we didn't have to be surrounded by those crowds.
Because we did the loop around the stores, and you know, we thought, okay, it is already busy, but it's not overwhelming.
It's
but
just
when
like
we went on the second time around, where we actually, you know, started to like have a look and maybe buy some stuff, then you were like really squished and in and weaving in between people and stuff, like trying to mind, because you're not trying to be in play, you're trying to mind everyone's personal space and stuff. But when, you know, we're cosplaying and you've also got this luggage carrier thing as well, it takes up a lot of room as you're going as well, because you know, your lunch was in there, and that's where you bought some of the gifts and stuff were in there as well.
Though we did get to meet Magneto through that though.
Oh, the Magneto, yes, he was really cool.
I even saw like a Nightcrawler in the background.
I didn't see him.
Like
Grunkle Stan.
Oh yes! When we were at the gaming area, there was a Grunkle Stan there and like a lady pool. We didn't get to meet them because we were racing each other in CTR. So we didn't have time. Could have probably paused it in retrospect, but there we are. I was just too competitive.
Yeah, right. That was another thing as well. The gaming area, we did forget about that. We did have a nice bit of time in there because we got to play CTR, the old one on the PS1, which was fine. Except you didn't like the controls because.
Well, no, because it didn't have an analog stick.
I know, but that's how it was back then. You had to do everything with the buttons, not analog stick. Took me a while.
And there was even quite a few Deadpools there as well.
There was a lot of Deadpools. One on a pony. There was a cowboy. One actually plays a cowboy.
There was one that had like a thing that says "I am Marvel Jesus."
Yeah. Some normal Deadpools, some Wolverines. As you say, we actually had a good one, didn't you? You was doing me Daredevil. 2 Deadpools. And one Wolverine in the photo. I tried to do like a 3, 2, 1 like saying like
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Just try to be funny.
Yeah, I'd probably
Lady
give it...
Deadpool.
Yes.
Yeah, she was quite good as well. She had like the whole like.
We didn't get a photo with her like Uncle Stan, but.
Yeah, Grunkle Stan. I think we should have stopped right there and then I had the photo because you just don't see that. And we love Gravity Falls, and we should have actually tried to find him and get that photo.
Yes, but
what would you rate this?
I'd probably rate it an 8.5 or maybe a 9. I feel like. It's definitely helped by the fact that this is the Comic-Con we've got the most stuff out of. This is a Comic-Con that we went to and came back with about 4 or 5 things to remember it by.
Yeah, I think
4 or 5 things to buy. That's more than we've had with any of the Comic-Cons combined.
That's the thing. We would definitely say because it's so massive there's a lot to see and a lot to do.
So
and
that
we did
makes
end the day talking to ourselves thinking, are we, we walking away from here, happy with everything that we've done here today? And we did think to ourselves, we could technically keep going around and around.
Yes. The only thing that would have boosted up to a 10 and made it better than all the other Comic-Cons would have been if, we got to meet someone like Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, just more people to sort of, actually.
Because I love Dogpaw, but it's not really the most interaction you could get just being like, oh, hi, doggy.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I think you get more with the signage than you do a photo. Because at the end of the day, when you go through a queue, and have your photo taken. At the end of the day, you're only there for, a few seconds. You have your photo taken, you just say hi, and then you're pretty much on your way because the queue keeps going. But signage, you're more like the person sat down, you sort of interact with them, you tell them obviously your name and stuff to, to sign down and everything. And even then, sometimes you'll have your photo taken with them on the spot as they're signing it as well. So it's the best of both worlds. So I think you have more interaction on a signage than you do in just a photo op. So, but no, I still loved going there. I still enjoyed myself. Yes. I loved the amount that they brought there. Props, stalls, cosplayers were fantastic. I enjoyed it, and I would definitely go back to Liverpool ComicCon.
Yes, me too.
And I would definitely say it's the best one we've been to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, is there anything else you have to add?
No, nothing else I can think of. You?
No, me neither. So, with that being said, I'm Owen, and this is my brother.
Dewey.
And we will catch you all in the next video. Ta-da!
Bye!